tātou. Welcome whānau, welcome back. This is the 38th year of the Whakatane Touch Tournament. It's hot, really looking forward to this game in the box seat next to me. Great to have Dan Nicol and his experience, knowledge to call with me on this one. Welcome, Dan.
Privileged to be here with you, Rod. I think we called this one last year, and that one was a cracker of a game. Looking at two really experienced squads, two squads that have been here for the last 10 odd years. Strike across the park, New Zealand players, some legends of the game. So looking forward to how this one kicks off.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Last night's drop-off draw, Lachlan won that, just marking their territory. But as you know, Wairere, they're always there or thereabouts. Been here for years, so it's certainly be an interesting match. I'm looking forward to some fast, exciting games as we see sweep. Great defence there by Wairere, gone long.
Yeah, that's a great chase out there by Trey. And a great finish there by Lachlan. That was just good eyes-up footy there at the end. Usually on that play, you'd probably release to the middles, but Lachlan trying their luck on that short side and getting the cookies for that one. Yeah, just a goose step there, fake it through. Playing their 21 ruck. It's a ruck that you don't really defend in the open men's. It's a try you're not going to see more often than not. That's just a great finish there by Lachlan.
Morning e te iwi te rauke no tātou. Apologies for being late. They're giving away free ice creams, and who can resist a free ice cream? Hey, great back to be at this game. Exciting men's game here. Lachlan get off to a flying start against Wairere. Oh, what's the referees are looking at the mark. Both the referees are happy. Oh my goodness.
I almost had to put my mic on mute for that one. That was just a right foot from Tamatoa Ōhope. Off that 32 play, getting one-on-one. There's not many defenders in the world that are going to stop him, and here we go. Squares up his defender, handy defender in Jordan Tuakana, and that's just a great right foot step from Tamatoa Ōhope.
Beautiful speed as we come back to the game, as we see Lachlan bringing it down through the field. They're on the 7 now, looking for a splitter. Gives a dummy, nice defence, nice and tight there. That'll be a handover. And Wairere, we're looking to get, checking with the ref, giving him a numeracy literacy lesson. And the referee says, yes, my apologies. Coming back, 33, fakes the 32, comes 32 other side. Oh, passive, got him. Oh, decided to go inside. Was the winger unmarked there on the short side?
Yeah, I think it's a favourable play from Lachlan. You'll probably see a lot of passive plays, especially with Mr. Stone in that dummy half. Wairere up to the task on that one with sliding off on that defence.
Oh, another passive. Chauncey looking inside, and that'll be a handover. Asking questions of the referee, was he onside? Referee says, yes, I'm fine with that. We'll come over to a 21 ruck. Lachlan bringing it 10 towards their box now.
Yeah, both teams contrasting styles. All their strikes sit in their link spots, so they do like to go into those 32 rucks. Let's see how Lachlan can tidy up with a really tidy finish here. Good yards, probably tidy that one up a bit. And
oh, we've got an intercept. Chauncey 1-0, he's away, the big man. Keep chasing, he's got a sore hamstring. Anything can happen. In the corner, one hand, put $2 in the swear jar.
Yeah, that's a great pick up in the lane from Chauncey. That's a great read. Running off a late cut there on the last. He got up in that channel and cruising through to score. Wairere second.
Yeah, this is a good game. A lot of ball movement in this one. Dan, you're recovering from an injury. How are we looking?
Yeah, ankle's looking good. I saw the heat, so I pulled myself out of the tournament. But yeah, just to give the young boys a run. But it's just, yeah, privileged to be here. Like I said at the start of the game, especially calling with you, Shano, legend of our game.
Oh, nice tight D there. Pulling that link out to the short side and then passing inside, looking for a lazy middle. As we set up again here, Lachlan coming back for 33. Comes open side, late cut, number, chopper. Did he get him?
That was a pretty play there. Just an unders play. Haven't seen that from Wairere in a few years. It was a play that probably saw a good 10, 11 years ago from the Touch Blacks and the Whakatane counties running their unders play on the defence line, and Lachlan being up to the task with the late cut. But again, great defensive touch there from Trey on the wing.
Dan, you see each other a lot, you guys. You talk about the plays that the other teams have. You work them out. You know their pet plays. You know what different players have got in their arsenal.
Yeah, it's a bonus of commentating as well. You get to watch your teams up front before you play them hopefully at the end of the day. But like I said, these two both play quite similar styles. They play a lot with each other when it comes to provincial touch between Waikato and Bay of Plenty, all fought through 07 heat. And with their strikes at their link and the amount of strikes that they do have on the field, like this guy here, it's just going to be, who can execute after these sets.
Beautiful hot days, the temperatures rise here, and so is the quality of touch. This is a classic men's open game with a lot of speed, as we see Wairere boxing off now and coming onto this field with speed. Nice, good touches, nice work at the ruck. Lots of ball movement, bringing the sweep around on the lane. Comes short side, comes back open. What's he going to do? Short, long, no. Ask the question, was he in the lane? Was he offside? Was he touching? They're appealing for anything and everything to get that advantage.
Both teams running pretty much identical transitions and both being up to the task and reading what's coming on. It's this part here, this 1 to 3. This is some really good speed from both teams, just getting really good platforms at the back here.
Dan, a team getting speed on through the box. Do you like to continue with the speed, or will you pull out and go static, or does it differ?
It probably differs, especially when you're playing someone like Wairere, or recount there.
But not calling the try, Dan. What's he said? He's gone back
nice
for a back to
recount
one.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, both teams on the back end, but Wairere do like to pull. If you are driving with quite a lot of foot speed, they will, excuse my language, whānau, it's called sucking down to the 7 metre. Mr. Sergeant there.
Yeah, they'll suck back to their line, back to the 7 metre.
Yeah, just to get it stable. Yeah. And we'll just see how Lock-in can do with the set of 6 on the 7 here.
Nice sweep by that young man. Probably needed to give a clearer voice to his dummy half so they could connect. As we see Wairere boxing off here. It's the old 3-man drives from the under 8s and under 10s. Never goes out of fashion.
Real simple touch footy, but both teams getting to touch 4 on the other team's 10. Loving how the referees are making this game real open. Big 7s. This is the touch that we like to see end to end. 7 to 7 touch footy.
You see the miscommunication in that last set. Dan Wairere won't be happy with that. They didn't have a dummy half at the ruck and then a bobble at the passing of the ball, turnover. Just communication so important in our sport.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at their box now with their coaches. Cav hasn't thrown the hat on the ground quite yet, so it looks quite content in that box. But we'll just see here, setting up for another passive, hitting short, and there it is. Mr. Tuakana Hudson, household name there. Probably pushing for that Touch Black men's spot, but again, both teams going into that 32 channel, looking at their passive play.
How important are those guys off the ball, Dan? Like, you know, you've got a good ball player, but you've got to have people running, and that young man there running that hole, giving Jordan an option. He can go short, he can go long. Just those guys that play roles off the ball, very important.
Yeah, just as important as the ball player. You can have the best players in the world on ball, but if your hole runners aren't chopping the right lines or latching the defenders, it is all for nothing. But again, when you've got someone with that skill set, with a threat on the ball, it makes it hard. You have to collapse there. See how Wairere can finish up here with the last touch.
Good
Coming
work
into
off the
touch
line.
5.
Here they come on the 5th touch. He's going to go short side. He's going to man-on-man him. Calls the touch.
Yeah, getting him for offside. That was a nice defence there from Lock-in. But again, can't give Wairere too many sets, especially when they're sending on Mr. E4 Jones, the danger man here. So if they can get a big defensive stop here, that will be big, and you'll probably hear it through our microphones in the sub-box. Lock-in are really into this game. And there
you called it, Dan. You're a mind reader. You can read the future. You called E4. Great coaching decision. They bring him on early on a fresh set, running at a tired defence, give them a second set of 6, and one-on-one, he's going to cause you problems.
Yeah, that was really smart there from E4. He got in the zone for both middles, got outside his middle, and can't be too static, or E4, he's going to beat you outside every day of the week.
Defensively, you would want to protect your outside, make him come back inside.
Yeah,
you've got a saver.
If you can, just try to throw all 5 savers at E4 Jones. I think that's the only play, and just hope he makes the wrong decision.
Oh, another high lane there by Tiwi.
Yeah, when you've got players that like to lift in the lane, that passive play is usually on, but both teams been running that passive, so having that flat line is also a good variation, but throwing that pump, getting Tiwi to lift, and then throwing it might be the better one here.
Nice work off the line, Shannon Tuamudi. Great defenders getting off that line, not standing on that white line. Dan, really important to be your feet off.
Yeah, and these are probably two of our best defenders in the country, so trying to break these two down. And when you've got really great outsides like that, it makes it easy to up and lift and chase out.
As we see here, Lock-in coming for a 32. Give it straight back on a Geordie, over the top. Whistle's gone. Referee not happy with the forward pass off the ruck.
Yeah, those little ones are little coach killers there. I think he got outside of Shans and forced them to go into a collapse. So Lock-in will want to tidy that up. I'm just expecting Wairere to keep it simple, drive off the field, get some good yards, and probably put on that danger man Tamatoa Ōpati on the back end of the set.
Off that quickie, you're wanting the person that rolls the ball to step forward, but your dummy half's got to come forward with you, so there's no forward pass. As we see them spreading the ball now, Wairere. Bit of footwork here by Trey, he's the speed merchant. Ball movement here, trying to make the defence uncomfortable. They strike at 33, it's quite right, and then we're going short side, and it's a foot race. Missed, oh no, great touch.
It was probably unfortunate from Wairere there. They had a good platform, but if you split the wrong way, you end up going into man-on instead of forcing a 4-on-3 or a 3-on-2 short side, which is okay when you've got someone like Tamatoa Ōpati, but I know Wairere would want to tidy that one up.
Jordan Tuakana-Hudson on now, he'll be a threat, because it's check, comes in. Ball rolls those shoulders over. You probably want a bit more height in that pass, a bit more accuracy with the core skill.
Yeah, it's a bit of you don't see many touch players that can one-hand pick up the ball like Jordan Tuakana can, but the benefit that gives him, it gives him free-flowing momentum into that dummy half ruck, so you have to shut him. Just again, our off-ball work could have been a little bit better so we could execute that pass.
Sean said to dummy half, headbutts him, pulls a penalty with his nose, and we'll get another set of 6. Well, we're going to see E4 join the field. He's there already, so he's happy. He's in his favourite part of the field.
That's nice.
They started with an away set, Dan. Away sets come into favour in New Zealand in the last 2-3 years. What's the benefit of doing an away set on your settle pattern?
Yeah, an away set's really good, especially when you're condensed. Oh, they look like...
Is he down and under?
Good touch there. Away sets are really good when the teams have really good defensive policies on that 1-3. If you can get in an away set and you force a team to go into a flat line, you could break a defence down on the 4th and 5th. Split a play for E4. Oh, that's great stable defence on the outside there from Wairere. Oh, from Lock-in, sorry.
Yes, controlling E4 nicely there. They come to 30. No, it goes back to middle platform. Now it goes 32 other side. Back to middle, playing with those middles, maybe trying to draw a penalty. 32 now. Chauncey on it. Looking long, goes over the top to the winger. What's he saying? They look at each other. They're both happy with that.
That's a great set piece there from Wairere. When you're, like I said, when you've got the strike and the links there, you get dragged out. I keep pulling both middles out, and if you lift on one side, you've got E4, you've got Chauncey on the other. Really hard to defend both ways. And the man just got a beautiful pull both ways. And great ball and great finish there in the corner.
Possibly the winger could have got a little bit higher in the channel.
Yeah, it could have got higher there. It was real hard because I guess the middles had just been, all 4 of them had been pulled up on that in that touch. Run a nice little Penrith release there. But again, Wairere up to the task on defence.
As you see now, Lock-in, running standard. Ooh. Good D. It was in control. Got a bit of an injury here. Looks like the young man's gone over on his ankle, maybe.
Yeah, that looked like might have been Mr. Shaq Stone. Hopefully he can get up. He's an integral part for this Lock-in squad with not only his attacking prowess, but he is their leader, their spiritual leader. So hopefully we can see him back on that field. But they're just running into that, down the lane into that passive play.
Shaq's up and off the field. One of those ankle ones. You run those ones off the ankles. They come back. As Wairere, a bit high in the ruck there. You want a bit more flow. Ball down, ball up. Trying to get some flow through this midfield. Good control here.
Yeah, Wairere looking like they're just on cruise mode at the moment.
Fakes the passive, goes short, but defender was up and in the lane ready.
Again, just 1-3 there, but that was a good set from Wairere. Just showing either options of hitting that short or hitting that passive. The next time they go into that scoop, their short's probably going to be on now, or their passive's going to be on. Both teams running a great setup here.
Oh, beautiful ball movement. Oh, referee, beautiful position to see that. That was close, but nice ball movement. Checking off, creating some hesitation in the defence, some confusion, bit of chaos for them.
Yeah, it's a good set there, and it's you see a few Australian provincial teams run that kind of play where they look to sweep that link and check it back into that middle. And Mr. Sargent is pretty electric on his feet, but just great middle defence there from Wairere. And again, that was actually a great play from Chauncey. They're really hard to defend when they're latching in the defenders and running lates or running the bounce outs.
Peels a no-touch there. Not the best position to try for a no-touch around midfield. If you're going to give away a no-touch, probably better to do it at the other end of the field, as we see Lock-in on a 32 and got another passive, and we got some space here.
Good release out there from E4 Jones. Shaq Stone coming back to his way on that passive play, and E4 just up early chasing out. And both teams, I think they've gone out of the feeler mode now.
Trying to box them in there. Wairere haven't had the space that they enjoy on their box sets, and so they're just getting a little bit pinned, but they've managed to pull a penalty here, and they'll start again.
Yeah, the gas looks like it's been taken out of those first 10-15 minutes, so it's all going to be execution. Giving away penalties, especially to this talented Wairere outfit, isn't the most ideal thing when you're on defence. And here we go, drawing both middles out. And that's a great play there by Wairere.
Ran the speed, like you said, started to manipulate players, creating some doubt, making them pull out of touches, relying on them to communicate, and then striking when they see a number.
Yeah, that was beautiful there. They pulled both middles out, stretched them in both 32 channels. Instead of running the 32 peel play, they ran the release ball because the middle had overcommitted. And like I said, giving those guys that many opportunities of the line, and they'll just make the scoreboard tick away.
So Wairere leading 5-2. We're in minute 16. Another 9 minutes to go in this game. Wairere looking comfortable.
I'm liking this outfit from Wairere. A lot of youth and a lot of young boys in their squad that they're filtering in with all the experience. And again, great defence there from Ōhope.
Fifth and final touch. What's their play here? And short side, a lot of cutters, and way to lift on that last pass.
They're looking really stable, looking like they're settled into the game, Wairere. We're probably expecting a good transition set here. And great yards there from Tamatoa Ōhope.
Yeah, a lot more speed on now. Oh, unfortunate when you get one of those ones when you got some speed on and you go past the ruck. They've got numbers here. E4 sends it wide. Chucked inside. Oh, unlucky.
That's a great play there by E4. Like to see some expansive touch footy. You have to be on your toes, all six of you, when you're defending the squad. Lock-in will probably want to get some speed here. Having touched through before your 10 makes it hard to get a good finish set on the back end. And giving some field possession. Good defensive set there by Wairere, just winning themselves some field possession. Probably get close to the 7 at the end of the set.
Yeah, they did well to limit the yardage that Lock-in were able to get. They're working hard on that defensive end. As we see speed coming on now, Awa into the ball. We need to dummy half in there. We're a bit slow in dummy half, but Tiwi's in. Running, bat on. So important to have a dummy half in there to keep your flow going, Dan.
Yeah, and I guess for Wairere, that off-the-ball work that we were talking about before, but they won't be too disappointed with that set. Finished on the 7. Looks like big shoulders there from our winger out wide.
Yeah, fair penalty there. You've got to control your own body and maintain control of your body as the penalty goes against you for being out of control.
Yeah, he's getting a bit argy-bargy there on the field, getting a bit of tension between the lads.
Yeah, she's pretty hot out there. That's why you got to go get that free ice cream.
You see how Mr. Tuakana, and that's why I said, like, Wairere, just beautiful work there by Shan, sucking into the 7, getting a stable defense here, being really patient. And the thing that Wairere can do here is they can just frustrate you. They look like ball down.
Oh, that's a try from nothing. Try from nothing.
And again, that's on one of our most experienced wingers in the country. But again, Lockin have scored 2 tries out here in that 21 channel. They can score tries from everywhere, and sometimes those little tries just undoes all the great defensive work. But here it is, playing that outside channel, getting a nice slide dive into the corner.
Trey probably a little bit high on the line there, needed his fingernails on the chalk. The player gets underneath him. Again, anywhere Jordan is, there's some problems. Such an attacking weapon is Jordan. Got him behind the ruck. He's going to do the same job on this winger, is he? Yes, he is. Got the link, pulled the link up, caught him in the ruck.
That's a great play there. Looking like they were setting up for that sweep flow from Tamatoa, just going into that quickie on the link, drawing in that winger, and that was just a beautiful pop pass to the winger there.
Yeah, so good for our coaches out there to practice defence against that quickie on the link, the punish play, done by a lot of teams. You'll see it done every single game. Someone will run a quickie on the link.
Yeah, and that boy's going to be a household name, Whānau. He's a really talented kid coming through the grades. He will be pushing for those Opens New Zealand spots in a couple of years if he keeps to this trajectory.
Okay, Lock in, hot on attack now. They fake the splitter, come open, steps back. They'll reset again, looking for another platform, communicating here. Come across to this far link, back to the middle on a 32. They're going to short side him. Running short side, great touch.
Wasn't too bad of a play there by Lockin, but it's a play that you'd probably run on the 7, so Shaq could be a little bit more threat on that decoy. Wairere just being up to task on defense, making all those touches in that entire set 10 meters out just makes it easier for them to be a little bit more stable. At the champion outfit that they are, they're just going to cruise through if you can't execute at the back end of your sets.
Penalty given away there, accidental touch in the face. No malice in that. They come back on a bow. Playing again. This is where they get dangerous, where they start to check off and create doubt. Going open side over the top. Oh!
That's a great save from the winger there. Wairere have run 3 of these plays now where they've drawn both middles out into 32 channels. They've run every single option on it, and Lockin need to be a little bit up to the task there in defending these ones.
Great lift by that winger. That was a try saver. Again, starting to check off, creating some problems. They slide past that. Give it to Tiwi. Izzy on the inside. Shaq, the honest man that he is, says no touch. What they did there, Whānau, is they sent the sweeper around early, went straight across with a face ball.
Yeah, it's a great play by Wairere, just getting the outside of that middle. And it's really hard when you're defending 3 touch blacks who are just ticking the scoreboard along. Let's hope that Lockin can start getting a couple back. But Wairere just showing that they're the champion outfit that they are. With 3 minutes left, Lockin will definitely need to see if they can just pull one back.
7-3, Lockin looking comfortable. Lockin don't want to be wasting too much time with the ball. We've got a splitter, 32 splitter, looks long, over the top. Truck trailers and Neon on the inside to connect with, no. Here he comes into dummy half now. They'll come back to middle. 5th and final, hand over there. Very comfortable for Wairere there, didn't look under any threat or pressure.
Yeah, and they just frustrate you when they come out of their 7 quite slow. It frustrates your attack because you're waiting for the defender to try and manipulate that space, but they don't give you ever the picture that you want. So you kind of have to just make up your attack as you go along.
Play a bit of eyes up, Dan. E4 in a dummy half.
Drive there.
Oh, truck trailer.
That's a great dot there.
That's the flair you were looking for, Dan. You called it. They delivered.
Yeah, Raiki, there was a really good platform from E4. He forced that middle to bail and corner, and E4 got so much green pasture, I don't even think he knew what to do with it. And that was just a beautiful tap ball. And that link work to run back in, chop a hole, realign, and then go back in for that tip pass was awesome work there from Wairere.
Nice bat in. Beautiful bat in.
See if Lockin can just get a quick dot here, just to closing up the scoreboard with Mr. Sargent.
Nice quickie release on the sweeper.
Great defense
Yeah,
there,
beautiful D. Lifting high, cutting off any threat. As we go back, going to go 32 again, Lockin.
Yeah, great defense on the outside. Wairere just coming up with all the answers on defence with Lachlan. Lachlan are giving them good shapes and running great plays, but Wairere is just such a champion outfit on that 7 metre.
Trays away, he's got tired legs, he's found a hole, he's found a seam, and he's taken it for gold.
Trey loves that little jink play on touch 3. Most wingers will go dummy half all the sets, but Trey likes to take that hit up going into that latch touch. He's really creative on that side, and you see it when he plays for New Zealand as well. Him and Ifo getting those tries down the sideline. And one of the quickest wingers in the country. As soon as he's away, you might as well start jogging back to your try line and send up some attackers. Beautiful
timing on that ruck there, catching the defender offside. As we go to 9-3 now. Pretty handy lead for Wairere. They've done well. They've chipped away. They've worked away and just kept pulling away as the game's gone on. With about 10 seconds to go. As we know, last try wins. That's the way we always play out West Auckland, where you were raised, Dan. Last try wins.
Again, Wairere doing great on the defence, sucking, pulling out. Yes, you can concede a penalty, but if you get the result of the game, probably off the back of defence and then just their strike power, their superstars on attack.
Yeah, good performance by Wairere. A comfortable win in the end, Dan, and they're looking quite strong at this stage of the tournament. Yeah,
it's pretty scary if they're putting up scoreboards against a quality side like Lachlan. We probably expect them seeing in the back end of the tournament. If they're looking this dangerous this early, it's going to be quite a spectacle for the rest of the day. You'll probably see Wairere in those semis and final spots.
Awesome, Dan. I'm going to leave you to it. I've got a team to go and look after. You look after that body. We want to see you back on the field as soon as possible. E te whānau, ko e tāhuri atu. Stay tuned.
The legacy that is Fuckers. Hey, just a heads up, folks. I'm just going to have a bit of a note here. It was never an option. Exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it. It was never an option.
When it's midnight, keeping it tight. If a nigga wanna go to a war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. If you touch my sleeve, niggas round there wanna disagree. When it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off right whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace, go like that, and we're back to the base.
Back to the base. How I can never act. Been trying to stack up racks on racks. Boys in the back wearing all black, staying on track. Better chef, show you gun, and that's on me. Out here getting this beer. If you work for the devil, better retreat. Coming too icy, coming too clean. Could never move shady, ain't no feed.
Shotgun, London, what's the outcome? You know, I'm a madman. Just can't stick to the program. Raise up the heat, keeping the tension, shifting the gear to a different dimension. Red light, speed up, take off. Hop on the front door, it's like midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off right whip.